What do you look for when buying a used motorcycle? Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Hey, if you're new here, please click that like, that subscribe, and don't forget to bang that bell notification. This way you get notified every time I upload a video. Well, that's like I said, today I'm going to show you guys what to look for when you're buying a used motorcycle. It doesn't matter what the brand or the model. This applies to every motorcycle on the market. So our demonstration piece is a 2009 Road King Anniversary Edition that was purchased by a friend of mine, and he didn't have it looked at before he bought it. And the tools we're going to need for this is a flashlight. So let's grab our flashlight. The first thing we want to do is we're going to look at our tire wear, right? It's got plenty of tire depth tread in there, but there are some micro fractures in there from cracking. So which tells me, what's the date of this tire? How old is this tire? So we'll take a look at here. It's made on the second week of 2018. So that's January 2018. It is February 2026. So this is almost an 8-year-old tire. Now, if you know anything about tires, it is a dead tire. Tires should be replaced. Their shelf life is 3 to 5 years on a bike. So now let's go to the other side of the bike and look at the back tire. Just like that, we're on the other side of the tire. So let's take a look at the date of this back tire. Okay, this tire is made in the 37th week of 2017. We know this back tire is 5 years old. It's at the end of its shelf life. So we're going to order some tires for this, but what we need to find out is it a center valve stem or are they offset? And on the front tire, it's offset. And that's what I mean. The center of the tire or the wheel would be in between the spokes. This one comes off to the side, so it's an offset. So we're going to need an offset valve stem for the tube. And we're also going to get him a wheel strap. Now back here, let's see if I can find, and that one's also an offset as well.
There you go.
All right, so what else are we going to look at? We're going to look at condition of the motorcycle. All right, the rocker boxes are a little filthy, but we'll clean all that up. We're going to look at any leaks or seeps. And what would be a seep? A seep would be something coming out of a bolt head that's not actively dripping, but it would be wet. A leak would be an actual drip. All right, so the rocker boxes look good. The push rods look good. The bike has only got 9,000 miles on it, so there really shouldn't be anything in concern other than the motorcycle sat. And we're going to be doing a brake flush on this on the front and rear. And lucky for me, it's not ABS. So that's easy.
Okay.
So if you guys are curious, we're using the brand new Insta360 Action Pro 2 camera with no remote mic or anything. So you tell me, what do you think of the quality? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up my other camera, which would be the Action 5 from DJI, and we're going to compare the two side by side. So let's take a look side by side. How does color look? They're both at 4K at 30 frames per second. So we could actually do a nice side-by-side comparison of how the cameras look side by side. I'm actually literally holding one right next to the other as I'm going around and taking a look. This is going to be a good test of the two cameras. Okay, last thing I want to look at, or not the last thing, is what we're going to do is we are going to pull the spark plugs. And one of the things I've noticed here, it is not wrong, but it's not correct. Your spark plug wire should be facing in, just like that, and not out the way it was, just so it makes it look better. And it tucks it in away from the gas tank and anything where you could get some wire chafing. Another problem area on these bikes is right back in here, this hanger here for the exhaust, that tends to crack. So we're going to take a really good look at that. It's got 100% stock. We're also going to check the lights, make sure everything works. Left turn, right turn, run, brake, high beam, low beam, the passing lights, and then go from there. So without further ado, let me go get the tools I need, pull the spark plugs, and you know what? For fun, we're going to send the Boroscope down. All right, so I grabbed the socket and ratchet I need to remove the spark plugs. I'm going to remove both of them, just so we can take a look and see how the bike is running. Number one, that is a little wet, but that's okay because, it only ran going onto the lift. But we're going to send the Boroscope down to look and see how the inside of the combustion chamber looks. Who wants to see that? I got our Boroscope here. Hopefully we could get some good views on here. I'm going to wind this cable a little bit. So there's a little light on the end of it. So I'm going to send this down and take a look. You could still see the cross hatching on the cylinder walls, which is good. There is a lot of, not a lot, but there's some carbon on the top of the piston. Not too bad.
Bike colonoscopy.
Yep, this is the rear jug. Yeah, bike colonoscopy. And that looks good.
It's about the same.
Now what we could do is, for fun, we could change our camera view. Come on now. I'm going to change the camera view.
Doesn't want to cooperate.
There we go.
Is that?
Come on. Come on. The camera view doesn't want to change. What's going on? But that does look pretty good. Amazon.
Well, you could see the
cross hatching, which is good. In the top of the piston on the back, and also on the front cylinder, which looks really good.
Yeah. There you go.
There is a little oil right there. That's probably because it didn't warm up. I'm not concerned with that. But the internal of the combustion chamber does look good. What do you think?
Looks good to me. I mean, I'm no expert, but it doesn't look like it's beat up or burned.
Nope, it is not. I think he got a good buy. Not sure how much he paid, but knowing this person, he probably paid a good price for it and got it for a really good price.
Aesthetically, it looks like it's been taken care of really well.
Yes, well, it's only got 9,000 miles on it.
Probably sat.
Yeah, the guy probably rode it maybe 500 to 1,000 miles a year. And what do we got here? Oh, NGK. Yeah, he wants me to do the 10K service on the bike. So with that, he's going to get new spark plugs anyways. And they'll be the Harley Davidson brand. So we'll get that taken care of for him. But I'm just going to snug these up for now, because I don't have the new spark plugs yet. But I'm not going to put the wires back on.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of other things you want to look at is you want to look for any fuel leaks around here going into the fuel rail at the injectors. You want to look in there, see if there's any leaks at your crossover tube here at the tank. We're going to check the other side while we're here.
Looks fairly.
That looks good.
I think it's just condensation.
Yep, just condensation. Now we're going to look around. We're going to do a full 3-hole oil service on this. We're going to take a look at our belt. Okay, it needs to be adjusted. Because if you see here,
it's a little play.
a little, that's a lot of play.
Oh, I see just this little bit here.
Yeah, it should move like that. Not like that.
Oh.
But I'm going to take a look, see if we got any cracks. When I get the wheel off, we'll really inspect it. Yeah. Mel, clean up these wheels real nice.
Yep.
So, take a look at our brake pads. Those look good up on that side. That side looks good. Yep, they all look good. So the front brake pads look good, but we're going to flush the brakes out. It is .5, so we are going to flush them out. And I'm going to sneaky peeky up inside the wheel, look at the rear brake pads. Those look really good. And he's got air shocks.
Oh.
So, well, the Harley Davidson air shocks, which were like the worst shocks ever put out. So we're going to adjust the air in those for him as well.
Surprised they're air shocks. Is that standard?
It was standard back then on the touring bikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yep. So guys, if you have any questions, besides, also, I'm sorry. So also another thing you want to do is you want to do a good overall condition check of the motorcycle. You want to look for any dents, any scratches, any rust, rot, anything loose that might vibrate when you're looking at your bike. You might want to peek inside your saddlebags. Make sure everything looks good. Like,
it looks pretty.
Yep, all the hold downs are there, so we're going to go check the other side.
Looks pretty clean.
Well, yeah, I mean, 9,000 miles. I mean, how dirty can it get?
Hey, you never know. Depends on the person.
Yep, this is true. So this one looks good too. And we'll be pulling off the air cleaner cover. We're inspecting the air cleaner. It's got a high flow air cleaner on this, which I think is pretty cool that was done. Let me get my flashlight right here. Let me get my flashlight. I want to take a look at that support bracket for the rear cylinder, because this came factory with a Y pipe, and that bracket looks really good. It's not broken. Looking at the pipe's not cracked. So these pipes here will crack at the Y when this bracket breaks. And right now, that's in good shape. I'm going to give this bike out of a 1 out of a 10, I'm going to rate it as a 9 as far as condition goes. I didn't write it. I will write it when I'm done. And, then we'll give him the final report of what we found, what we think needs to be done. I'm going to price out the tires for him. I'm going to give him an overall cost of everything. So, guys, hey, if you like this video and you found it informative, please give me that like, that subscribe, and don't forget to bang that bell notification. Until the next time, I want you to live the best life you can. Ride off, and as always, ride hard.